In this video, we'll walk you through the collision section of the virtual physics lab. You can enter through the mechanics link at the top or through a worksheet such as conservation of momentum, which would give you a step-by-step guide of how to do this type of activity. I'll show you how to enter with the lab setup with the clipboard presets, just to show you how that works. For example, here you could use the billiards setup. This starts you with a ball on a table with a plunger force attached to give it an instantaneous force, and then a bunch of different balls here. In the parameters palette, you could go in and adjust all the properties of the different balls. You could give them velocities, you can change them all together, having them have the same mass and diameter, or you can change them individually. And you can change the value of the force hitting it. You can have your students study the position and velocity of each of these balls. You can change the elasticity of the balls, so you can really do some good momentum transfer and energy conservation experiments here. So for example, here if I hit the force, you'd see the balls bouncing all over the place. You can also make it a little bit simpler for them and do something confined to a one-dimensional type of motion. So in this situation, it's a very simple situation to study, and by rotating through the values on each of the balls, you can have them quickly analyze how the momentum transferred between the balls. You can have them adjust the elasticity to test it a little bit differently. You could also do something where, with a basic setup, they could change the angle at which the force is applied and then see how that changes the motion, and see how the vector components of the motion are changed. So this will allow you to do some really good fundamental collision experiments, and you can either load it through one of these presets, or of course you can just load it in this stock room with the bucket of balls here, and your students should be able to enjoy setting up lots of different types of experiments.